to this other major talking point of the last 2 days now. The Christian Life private school in Johannesburg finds itself in the middle of a controversy, and that's an understatement. This after a grade two pupil was barred, I think it should be grade 12, we'll find out in just a moment, was barred from attending classes for wearing isiphandla, a cultural bracelet made from animal skin. For more details, we talk now to Nelly Sisilana Mthembu, the mother of the 9-year-old, that should be grade 2 then, and she joins us now via Skype. Thank you for talking to us, Nelly. So what happened at the school? You sent your child to school, and what happened?
So what happened was when one of the teachers first noticed that he was wearing isiphandla, and she later spoke to my husband and then suggested that my son wears a long sleeve to hide isiphandla because other children are asking what it is. And on Wednesday, he went and to school, he was wearing a long sleeve, as was suggested by the teacher. And then on Thursday morning, the principal was standing at the gate with the letter that was given to my husband. And my son tells me that on Wednesday, during the assembly, the teacher did tell him that this was not allowed, pointing at isiphandla. And then on Thursday, the time my husband received the letter.
Sure. And you are saying, were you given any opportunity to be heard on the matter? Were you asked to explain why is your son wearing isiphandla and how does it fit in with, your religious beliefs and the school's ethos? Was any of that done?
Thulasizwe, none of the what you've mentioned were, done by the school because my expectations as well as a parent, I was expecting for the school to make contact with us, to sit us down and get our insight as to why was my son wearing isiphandla. So that wasn't done, and I responded to the letter that was sent on Friday, and then we received a response from the school inviting us to a meeting on Monday morning at 10:30. That was yesterday.
Yeah, and have you taken up that offer for further engagement with the school?
Yes, we did. We went, me and my husband, we went to the school at 10:30, and where the principal was present, and one lady, and the pastor and her husband. And what really shocked me about the whole engagement and the conversation that we had, okay, they referred to some scriptures in the Bible, but during the meeting, one of the school representatives, who's a pastor, referred to, the ancestors as demonic entities. Right. And then when I questioned her, what she was referring to her forefathers and her spirit side of the ancestors, she said she referred to her forefathers who have passed as angels.
Wow. So how does this sit, Nelly, with everything you knew at the point at which you enrolled your son into this school, which is a Christian school? Some people have been asking that, well, you knew when you took your child there that this is a Christian school, and in the letter that has been circulated on social media, they basically asserting that this is not in line with their beliefs. How do you reconcile that you took your child knowingly to a Christian school and now they are saying that they are simply asserting their beliefs?
I have been bashed and receiving criticism rather on social media regarding that. Now, I come from a strong principle of Christian background, whereby my dad is a pastor in the Eastern Cape. I was baptized at St. Anglican. So I wanted my son to learn some values, my son to learn love and compassion and tolerance. I didn't know that the school was going to divert, because I want my son to know who he is. I want him to know his beliefs. I want him to know his culture and his roots as well.
All right, Nelly, thank you so much. We'll continue to follow up with you as this issue continues to evolve. We must point out that ENCA has tried to contact the school and they have not responded at this particular point. And of course, as and when we do get them, we will give them that right of reply. It's an interesting conversation there, Dumelo. I mean, it reminds me of a case that was actually heard some years ago by the Constitutional Court that had to do with a pupil who had to wear a nose stud as part of her Hindu cultural beliefs. And the reason I think about this case is that the Constitutional Court in that case talked about how important it is that there's reasonable accommodation, that actually giving that reasonable accommodation would open up a conversation when the other kids are saying, how come we're not allowed to wear a nose stud and you are? Then this child will have an opportunity in this diverse society to say, it's because I'm Hindu, and can I tell you, we come from this tradition, but yeah, this is also a different one because this is a Christian school, so the debate will be interesting to see.
Also we've seen the same debate even with hair, where girls were told to wear their hair in a different way. We've seen also the debate when it comes to Muslim boys who have to grow their hair and their beard, and there's certain schools, even boys' schools, that are strict on how you need to keep your facial hair as well as your hair. So this debate, it's really one that needs a decision to be made in as far as respecting, one's cultural and religious belief systems, and while the school also
of attitudes
brings those,
you know what I mean? Engage and find that reasonable
find that resolution. Indeed.
Yeah.